Friendly hello hi rhythm, and you already know my name. That intro isn't the same. Hold on. Friendly hello hi, the name's Raph, and today you're gonna be getting an explanation on the game plan, tips, tricks, and other stuff that's gonna happen on the Bean Jellies SMP, because you're teaming with me, Raph. And also, I know you'll get the Windows 10 version, but I'm just gonna call it Bedrock to make things easier. So buckle up your metaphorical seatbelt and hug the crap out of banana candy and enjoy the video.
Part 1. The Seed.
A seed in a Minecraft world can be random, spanning from a world that has your spawn point on an island with the ocean around you for miles, or you can spawn right next to an almost completed ruined nether portal. I'll explain how Bedrock seeds work since you're a Java player. Java and Bedrock used to have different seeds despite having the same variables due to them being in two different versions of the game, with one of them being on PC only and the others being on PC and on consoles. With the release of 1.18, Caves and Cliffs Part 2, comes new parity features when it comes to Bedrock and Java, making these seeds similar, but not identical. However, this is most likely not the same when it comes to structures, one of the most important one being the Stronghold. Quoting from the Minecraft Wiki, in Bedrock, strongholds generate randomly throughout the world, and they usually generate under a village. They appear to be an infinite amount of strongholds, even capable of generating in the far lands. Because Bedrock appears to begin stronghold generation at a spiraling staircase, it is rare to find no portal room in the stronghold. That's the end of the thing on the Minecraft Wiki, and basically it's a different system than the ring system in Java Edition. If you don't know about the ring system, I'll link the stronghold page from the Minecraft Wiki in the description of the video. Nether fortresses, on the other hand, are quite similar in generation, so I won't get into that. Anyways, let's get into the next part of this video. Mechanics on Bedrock work differently than in Java. A few examples would be that you can't crawl in one-block areas with a trapdoor, or try sneaking in between slabs, because, well, that doesn't work, which sucks. They should add it in the game, goddammit! Anyway. But there are 6 things that you have to know when playing on Bedrock. The first being that you can't waterlog doors or other blocks related to it, such as signs or other trapdoors and stuff, unless the block is placed first before the water. No! This means that exploring underneath aquifers, oceans, and even the ocean monuments can be extremely difficult without water breathing or making your own air hole, which is almost impossible because by the time you're already breaking a hole into the whatever, you're just already taking damage from the drowning. So that's one. The next up is that you need to eat way more than you do on Bedrock. Because of the hunger bar, it goes down faster than you would expect. Like, having 25 cooked mutton can be enough when you save it properly. Because if you just keep on running and you eat your cooked mutton, you're already gonna lose all of them. Because you already ate them all because of how the hunger bar just goes down so fast for some goddamn reason. It's best to walk when necessary, or to have way more food in your inventory. And speaking things going down faster, durability. If you think you can somehow survive off 4 stacks of iron in the early game, think again! Because holy shit, things break fast on Bedrock. For a single day, I had to change armor and tools so many times I had to go through over a stack, or maybe even an extra one, of fucking iron. And watch out when you're using your resources, especially when mining. Always have 2 to 3 extra iron pickaxes on you at all times, because that can break sooner before you know it. Especially when it comes to strip mining, because I have broken way more pickaxes than I already need to, and all of them are fucking iron. Basically, just keep an eye on your resources, be careful, and if you do that, you don't have nothing to worry about. But what you have to worry about is this fucker! Do you know how much health the Wither has on Java? 300 HP. Heh, pretty cool, right? It's just extra 100 than the Ender Dragon. Wanna know how much it has on Bedrock? 300 on easy mode, 450 on normal, and get this, 600 HP on hard mode! That is currently way more than the fucking Warden! I can't stress how much this boss can be a pain in the ass. This fucker's second phase is more deadly than one in Java. Sure, he lets off the usual glowing force field that will tell you to hit you with the melee weapon, but he lets off a second explosion to start off the phase, summons wither skeletons, and has a dash attack that can destroy blocks. But like, if he dies, he's not gonna have the usual insta-death from Java. He's gonna explode for the third time! The explosion radii of this fucker are bigger than my chances of getting laid! Anyways, I've only fought the Wither solo. Meaning that me and the other Bean Jellies never fought the Wither in an SMP together, so I hope that changes in the next SMP. An honorable mention that I would like to say are skeletons. They are way more aggressive and shoot way faster than they do on Java. And that's literally it for that part. Anyways, the next thing I'm going to explain isn't that important, but it's best for you to know this. In-game chat can be a piece of shit. One time, I texted chords to someone and they didn't get them, so that fucking sucked. But anyways, since we're all on the Discord server, I recommend that you just text them on Discord. Now, for the final thing that's important that you have to know about, there are crits on Bedrock Edition. Sort of. Over here on Bedrock, we have the spam clicking, but there's also a crit system too. It's basically the same to what happens on Java, except there aren't any cooldowns. Now that I'm finally finished ranting about the Wither and other stuff, now onto my favorite part of the video. The Bean Jellies. I love all of them. Most of them. These guys are who we will be playing with on the SMP. So here's my history with them on previous SMPs, and you know what? Let's add people who aren't on the server anymore, but used to be on the previous SMPs. So let's start things off simple, with Salmonella. Good old Salmonella. I have no idea what he did. Same thing goes to another person on the server, but I won't mention him. Now let's talk about Cat. We all love Cat. He wouldn't go for the competitive route and would build shit, I guess. He made a really nice wooden house one time with Car, who isn't on the server anymore. Just like Cat, we got Paxman, Pax for short, because why not? He's just vibing, I guess. He built a cool looking tower house thing once, that one time, like the last SMP, so that was pretty cool. Alright, now into like people who used to be here and are never gonna show up. Ever. Probably. The Vaporwave and the Mouse. They used to be on the team that used to be known as the Four Horsemen. I was one of them too. They didn't do much, which costed time and resources, instead wanted everyone to have full diamond armor and kept mining for a long fucking time. Thank goodness somebody that I will mention later in the video was there to help me out. But in the meantime, Chungi and Heracross. I'm gonna call him Heracross. The duo used to team up until Heracross dipped. For reasons that I completely forgot, sort of. Eventually, Chunky teamed up with Bingus. We're gonna call him Bingus. Yeah, Chunky teamed with Bingus, and I'll get to Bingus later. Now, I mentioned the Four Horsemen earlier in the video, but there were only 3 mentioned: me, Vaporwave, and the Mouse. Now let's talk about Obnoxious. She's the other member of the Four Horsemen and is, I quote, pretty good at combat and the best Minecraft player. This is all coming from her, by the way. She's pretty hard at work and is really helpful. She's cool, but also someone who is very dangerous. And also, while you're here, go check out the cover I worked on with her a long time ago. It's Friday Night Funkin', hell yeah! Alright, I get it! Now that I got to everyone else out of the way, let's talk about Bingus. He's like everyone else. Pretty cool, vibing all that shiz, mines and shiz and all that stuff, but holy crap, he is one of the most powerful and dangerous when it comes to being the best on the fucking server. Like, there's with her combat and all of her skills and stuff, but what Bingus has is time management. He has more time to collect resources than any one of us, even me, the speedrunner. I mentioned him last because in the last SMP we had, I planned on being the most powerful player on my own, no help from Obnoxious or any of the 4 hosts. Then I found out that Bingus had more goods and he gave a fucking netherite ingot the same day to Obnoxious join the fucking server. Which was so later on. And oh my god, that actually just fucking ruined everything, so I got pissed and killed off the Ender Dragon. Anyway, that's that. Finally, there's one more. I know I said Bingus was the last one, but buddy, you forgot one other person. Me! Since you're teaming with me, I might as well tell you what I'm good at. I'm good at planning, defense mechanisms, building, and I'm the speedrunner of the group. Speedrunner because, well, out of everyone, I am the quickest when getting resources for early game to post game, all the way up to killing the Ender Dragon. And yes, I do use beds in killing the Ender Dragon, so hell yeah. I can be so fast that it takes me an entire day or 2 to finally get a stronghold while everyone else is still there trying to build a house. Even when they're just building their own houses, I'm over here collecting resources, full iron, multiple beds, iron stuff just in case. Who knows, if I got diamonds either way, I'm just gonna keep it in my storage. So, yeah. And not to brag or anything, I did fill an 8x3 map with every map piece being leveled up to the max, and got 64 bells because of exploration. So good luck trying to get your Ravagers out of your goddamn village if you start a raid. So hell yeah. Anyways, now that you know who's gonna show up on the SMP, and well, who used to show up, let's go for what we talked about in the past, and our plan. Well, at least our early game plan. Based on recent SMPs, here's the plan we're gonna have to stick with for the early game and the SMP actually begins. So step 1, we get wood, and we get wooden tools. Reason why we're doing this already, because well, it's Minecraft, it's already a given. We have to get at least a sword, and a pickaxe, and an axe. Shovels are not that important, and same with the hoe, obviously. Unless we find a village, a hoe would be really useful for gathering hay, but like I said, it's not really necessary. The next step is food. We need a lot of it for what we're about to do in the later steps. Because food's very important in Bedrock, because like I said earlier, you can easily get hungry, so yeah. Third, mine, I guess. What you'd have to do is get some stone, get some coal as well, and then get some stone tools for the next step, because stone tools are very important when it comes to all this stuff. Sure, you can keep your wooden tools because that can be used as a fuel source later. And next up, if possible, like, get 16 to 13 iron for yourself, if possible, because, well, you just don't know what the hell you're gonna run into. But you don't have to get the iron because, well, we can just save that for later, which is step 6. Run away from spawn, like over 100 blocks or something. It's best to keep your distance away from everyone because honestly, I don't trust anyone when it comes to my items because, well, I just don't like anyone else using my items except for me and my team. So yeah, I guess. And not only that, it'll make us have a little advantage because we get to build more and expand on our territory, and not just have somebody just show up at spawn and look at our house and say, "Oh hey, house!" and there's probably items in there, let me take them. No, I don't want that. So yeah, the next step is, well, we are planning on having some sort of cave village or something. So if possible, make a house near a cave, or well, in one to just start things off. Because 1.19 already has the massive caves because 1.18 already exists. So that's pretty cool. And now for the final step of the early game. Play Minecraft. That's literally it. Just play the fucking game. That's all. It's literally it. So, yeah. Like, that's it basically. There's nothing really much about step 7 since, well, step 8 is just play Minecraft. So, yeah. So that's all what you have coming for you in the next season of the Bean Jellies SMP. I hope this is really helpful for you because holy shit, the script was really fun to write, honestly. Also, I just want to say, we're playing Minecraft. We're here to have fun. Sure, I can get a little competitive, but having fun is way more important than that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And when 1.19 shows up, it's time to kick some ass. Now stay safe, have fun, and take care of yourself. And I'll see you whenever. Farewell.